After a fantastic regular season, the Pacific Tower have been out for almost 3 weeks due to finishing in the top 2 and having a bye in the final regular season round. But now they return, and they return at the most cutthroat time in a season. Semi-final number 2, the Tower are back, and they're taking on the Season 1 champions, the called Flakers. Hello everyone and welcome back along to your home of rugby and the Global Rugby Challenge, the subscriber series where you guys take the field against the world's elite and against each other. Today the Tower return and they take on the Flakers for a place in the final where one of these two teams will go on to face the Celtic Dragons. This is winner take all. Lose this and you go home. For the Flakers, they've gone through their hard yards. They had to play quarter-final rugby against the All Flakes. Now they've come to the big dance, ready to go with just one more hurdle to jump. For the Pacific Tower, they finished second throughout the season. One of the better teams and the best subscriber team throughout the regular season. 9 wins and just 3 losses throughout the year. They had a fantastic debut regular season. But they did have the bye in round 13 and it was back in round 12 where they beat Leinster by 3 points, 28-31. That we last saw this team in action. Of course, finishing in the top 2 meant they had to get the bye throughout the quarterfinal round, and now they return to take on the Flakers. Their team, unlike the others, has had no real build-up, so they've gone with their strongest 15 ready for this matchup. So let's have a look at the side that will be taking the field tonight against the Flakers. Starting off in the front row, Siliki Kavalu, Samisi Lincoln, Atamai, and Fitu Tipu will be the big boys in 1, 2, and 3. Sandre Lambrecht and Ryan Webb will wear 4 and 5 in the second row, with Conrad Femby at blindside, Tuma Bailey on the open, and Ross Cameron completing the pack as number 8. It will be a scrum half, Jim Alicino, that starts captaining the team yet again. The experienced winger incumbent scrum half will be a key part of this Tower lineup. Hinko Fayard back to his favourite number 10, and he again will be a key link with Alicino. This midfield has been phenomenal throughout the season. It was a midfield combination that really was in and out of the All Flakes side, but now with the Tower, they are integral to this team. It's Bob Jeffrey at 12 and Dean Lundberg at 13. Finishers on the outside channels, Max Hansen at 11, Tom Barrett at 14, and Daryl Gray will be at fullback for the Tower. Back in action and ready to entertain, no doubt about that. Up against them are the Flakers. Now here's a team that really is match ready. We talk about how we haven't seen the Tower for so long. Take a look at this Flakers team. They played in round 13. They had a draw and really had to buck up their ideas. 21 all against the Guardians. That meant they had to go to the quarterfinals against the 2-time defending champions, the All Flakes, and they had to take extra time to do it as well. 31-24 that one ended up, and that made their way to here, where they will face the Pacific Tower. The third place finishing side overall on the regular season. This effectively is second versus third, so you know it's going to be close. Let's have a look at the starting lineup for the Flakers. Again, the front row, Robert Pila will be a loose head, Peter Matthews hooker, and Zaza Kukulska at tight head. In the second row, Chris Smith and Roy Filkins will wear 4 and 5, with Frederick Loeb on the blind side, Francois Valentine the open, and impressive number 8, Callum Wilson again starts at the back of the pack. Moving into the back line, Bernard Angahan with a big battle with Jim Aligino at scrum half, and Tino Mahunde will be up against Hinko Fire. That is another one to watch out for. We talked about that experienced midfield in the Tower. How about this for the Flakers? Adrian Townsend and captain Pierre Valentine, who wears 13. We talk again explosiveness on the wings. Well, there's none more explosive than Prince Mars Williamson, who wears 11, and once again will be one you've got to keep your eye on. Luke Moscow has been steady enough on the right-hand wing, and Josh Walpole will be at fullback once again for the Flakers. They've done enough to get this far, but can they take it that little bit extra? One more game, one more step, and you're in the grand final. The Dragons are waiting, which these two sides will meet them there. Tower, Flakers, let's get into the action. And the two sides ready and waiting for kickoff. It's the Pacific Tower. They're playing the home strips, the blue and red up against the home strips of the Flakers, the yellow and purple. We are underway. Kickoff from the Tower. And it is fielded down from Frederick Loeb. Turnover very early from Dean Mumberg. Have a look at this for Fire. He goes Fire down the left-hand side. Big early start here for the Tower on the front foot. Chance to impress. Here's the runaway from Tuma Bailey. Big pick second go from the number 7, Ali Gino. Waits for it. Goes wide now. Here's the scorching run from Febby. Support there at Tipu. Out wide for Tom Barrett. There's the start. That's what they dream of. It's been over 2 weeks. And the Tower are back. They're back on the scoreboard. And they're here with some vengeance. What a start for the Tower. Tim Alicino, the spark, Conrad Febby beautifully. Samisi Lincoln Atamai and the link-up play as well. They got it out to the armbands of Tom Barrett, who finishes with ease on the right-hand touchline. Wow, this was exquisitely well played by the Tower. Big turnover from Dean Mumberg, a couple of phases back, and just like that, they attack hard, they attack fast, and they put 5 points on the board. A chance now to make it 7. Well, brace yourself, team. This one already looks like it's going to be a stunner. Here's Thay out from the sidelines. That is a perfect kick here. It's 7 points to 0. The scoreline reads. We are very early into the game, but it is the Tower who take the early lead over the Flakers. 5.5 minutes in. They could have dreamt of better if they tried. Tina Mahunde. First touch of the football for him, and he goes short. Across it is to the amazing hooker, Lincoln Atamai. They quickly shifted out wide. Febby again. Now it's a chance throughout the midfield of Dean Mumberg. Into the heavy tackle there at the back. Josh Warple has been in massive work this season. Ali Gino has a little bit of a snipe, but a small ball here for the Tower. Waiting for it at the back, and a great run here from Febby again. He's got the support of Barris. Just can't quite get away the cover defence there. Just doing enough. And real early opportunity here for the Flakers to not only get the ball in their hands, but maybe use it a bit as well if they can. They go to the back, and it's Roy Filkins. Mahunde, here's the midfield charge, and a big one as well from Cullen Wilson.
Release.
It stacks up nicely. Now they run it. Ankahan out wide. Townsend, nicely done. Luka Moscow on the right-hand edge. Here comes the defensive work of Darryl Gray. And it always looked like he was going to run out of space there. Luka Moscow took them on, had a go, and just not quite enough. Here's Lincoln Atamai again. 5-man line out, seems to be the goal option here for the two sides. To the back they go, stolen by Filkins, and a nice little double around the front as well. Ankahan fighting hooker, Peter Matthews, just outside the 22. And up they go. Tina Mahunde goes to the heavens. A high bomb. 5 out. Taken. Brilliantly, Pierre Valentine. Blue jumpers, though, they swamp him. And it's a turnover from Fitu Tipu. Great offload from Atamai. And it's breaking down on the left-hand side here for the Tower. Ali Gino changes directions. Now they find some more space through Mumberg, and Tom Barrett through the middle again. Looks left and right. Beats the defender. Tom Barrett away from Warple. And Tom Barrett will be far too quick. He goes all the way. 22 to try line. That is a stunner from the Tower. Oh, they know how to entertain to the Pacific Tower. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. They will play that razzle-dazzle rugby. Look at that step. You saw Barrett. He was looking inside. He was looking outside. He saw small numbers. He was charging support from Tubber Bailey and Ross Cameron. But he didn't link up with either of them. He said, no, I got this myself. Broke the tackle of Warple. And then the pace to burn away from Ankahan, and then the covering across from Luka Moscow. Did not have enough field to lead the charge. Tom Barrett gets another. And we have a semi-final on our hands. Pacific Tower lead 12-0. Kick to come from here. Go fly out. Where we talked about all season how this team loves to attack. They love to run. They love to score tries. You come to a cutthroat occasion like this. Semi-final rugby. And the team does not change a whisker. Fired adds the extra 2. It's 14 points to 0, and it's a great start for the Tower. Flakers have hardly been in this game at all. 22 gone. Mahunde gets us back underway. A deep kick this time. Straight down to Ali Gino, who turns it back in to Kavalu. In trouble, penalty even. Oh, he was wrapped up very quickly there, Sidliki Kavalu. But gives away the penalty, not releasing in the tackle. This surely is a gimme 3. Oh, no, it's not. I thought the Flakers would just want to get up and get on the board. But they've turned down that chance. They've gone instead for the corner. Now we've got trouble for the Toa. Peter Matthews to throw. 5 metres out. Wilkins is the man. And Ankerhan runs, drops it up nicely. And almost slipping through the tackle there was Kukulska. But the Toa, they turn it over. Oh, that is massive. Alexino back to Fayard. Here's a nice ball. Bailey out to the midfield of Bob Jeffrey. They're just a metre from their own line. Webb goes short to Lambrix. How they break away again. Right hand side. Big turnover play this is. Goes out to Dean Mumberg. Mumberg down the right hand wing. Defence comes across and just puts Mumberg into touch. Ooh, that could have been a game-changing moment, but the defence just hangs on. Well, the line out now, not anywhere near as effective as the last. At the back they go for Filkins yet again, and this time they drive. Kukulska waits at the back. Into the midfield, Moscow up in the line as well. Coming way off his wing for that play. Ali Gino once more, this time short side he looks, gets it to the big ranging Filkins down the left hand edge. Was looking for Williamson, but it's been turned over, and here come the Toa again. Ali Gino puts it down. And the Toa struggle their way, but it looks like the Flakers may flip this back. One phase rugby at the moment. Mahande looks for the corner, does not look bad. Tries to keep it in, but Daryl Gray goes into touch. That was a very, very, very important kick for Tino Mahande. And the turnover of possession now with the mistake in the back from Gray means this is important. Chris Smith's the man this time, and Mahande gets it very quickly. It's turned around the inside corner nicely from Townsend. Here we go out wide. Try time it is. Francois Valentine. Oh, that was a mix and match, pick and mix from the Flakers. You've seen everyone involved. Townsend, Valentine, both of them. Eventually it was Francois, the flanker, that scores it, but have a look at this. Very quickly distributed. Here's Pierre Valentine round the corner to Wilson, back into Townsend, and then eventually out wide to Francois Valentine to score. Wow, that was exciting. Great play from the Flakers, and just how quickly they turned what was defensive sort of play not far ago into something attacking from a fortuitous bounce of a kick, and then now getting into the right areas of the field. They have turned that into a big advantage. The full length of the field almost has seen them now back on the scoreboard and on the front foot as well. 39 minutes gone. This will send the two teams to half-time. Tino Mahande to half the lead right on the break. They almost ran out of time there, but it will be half-time. The Pacific Toa over the Flakers, 14 points to 7. Let's take a break. That's been entertaining. The Toa do lead though by 7 points. So the scoreboard may read one way, but the stats, what do they say? It's clear to see why the Pacific Toa are in front here. They lead, dominating, one could say, on possession. Territory nudged their way as well, but more importantly is the line breaks. 4-2, they are making pay from their chances they've got so far. They lead by 7, and if they keep that up in the second half, they could be making their way to the grand final to face the Celtic Dragons. One of these two teams will be going home. And at 14-7, the box seat is there for the Pacific Toa. Underway we go. Tino Mahande kicks it down to Samisi Ling, and that's why lose the ball straight away. Here's Prince Miles Williamson turning it back inside. Sent to a big play from Pierre Valentine. And he gets up to the 22. Huge early chance here for the Flakers. Ramapila on the left-hand side. Great tackle. Tom Barrett, superstar on the wing. Every post to win it tonight for Barrett. And defensively, he does his duties as well. Here is Lincoln Atamai, the man who lost possession at the last breakdown. Throwing in to Ryan Webb at the back. Fayard looks to use his back line, but Bob Jeffrey turns it back inside and kicks for the right-hand touchline. He's having none of that. And he sends the two sides to another set piece. This time it's a whisker on the side of the Flakers. Peter Matthews to throw. 5-man line out yet again. Stolen from Sandre Lambrix. Oh, the big towering South African is proving to be a difference maker. Here's Ali Gino. Oh, great line from Here's linking out to my again. Wide for Thomas Bailey on the left-hand side. Oh, stolen! Adrian Townsend, brilliant work, and he finds his midfield partner, Pierre Valentine, who loses the ball straight back. Fly out, left side, big chance now for the Tower to run. It's Thomas Bailey once more. Midway 22, 10-metre line. Aligino goes short. Lambrix offloads again. This time it's taken its contact. Into ground it goes. Here's Hansen. They change it back, left to right. It's Ross Cameron at number 8 who has a bit of a stab this time. Flakers over the ball though. Cameron going backwards, and it's a turnover play. Here's another chance now. Rabapilo once more. Makes it up to the 10-metre line. Moscow gives it short to Peter Matthews. And he charges straight to the defence of Dean Mumberg, who does well. Holds him on the 10-metre line. Flakers side of halfway. It's Ankahan now, who has a little bit of a snipe for finding his support. Waits for Pila. Just to Townsend, and he runs. One off rugby at the moment. The backline players keeping involved. Here's Ankahan once more. Goes to Valentine, who tries to shimmy in the gap, but he's taken from Aligino. Does well to cover around there. Here's Ankahan. Again, trying to thread the needle with his outside backs. As Prince Mars Williamson, the dangerous man, and over the ball quickly. Great chance for a turnover for Darryl Gray, but it doesn't come. And through the middle, oh, Moscow was gone. He gives it to Ankahan instead. Should have hung on to that, Luka Moscow. Here's a big ball. Oh, Valentine out wide. Peter Matthews to the corner. Supports there from Falcons. Falcons the offload. Oh, beautiful from Roy Falcons. And the Flakers finally strike. Roy Falcons to Luka Moscow, and the try is scored for the Flakers. Thought that overcooked it there. Ankahan turned it back from the open side to the right, to the shorts, Peter Matthews, and of course the big man, Roy Falcons, with the golden play. Excellent play there. You've got to love this commitment by the forwards. Falcons did fantastically. He was wrapped up, and you very rarely ever get an offload from a tackle like that, but somehow Roy Falcons made that happen. And now Tino Mahande, who hasn't really featured too much for the Flakers tonight, will have a chance to tie it all up, and that is exactly what he does. It is 14-14. Hold on to your hats, hold on to your chairs, hold on to everything. You hold dear, because this one is going to go the full 80. And the way these games have been going, maybe another 20 after that, maybe another 10 after that, who knows, but we are back underway through Inko Fire. The great offload again, finds Mahunde, trying to get into this matchup. There's opposite number, Inko Fire goes rumbling on back into his in goal. And a great chase there from Adrian Townsend, puts him into it. But it was not carried back. It was taken inside the end goal, so it will be 22 dropout. Fire out the man. 66 and 3/4 minutes gone. As he kicks deep down over halfway. Here's Ankahan, a nice ball out to the left-hand side, and Frederick Lowe hit hard. Big tackle there on him. They keep it short, they keep it tight. Walpole's up in the line, look out for that. Here's Prince Mars Williamson. He's broken the line. Here's the electric winger. What can he link up with? He finds Lowe. He goes back to Peeler. Supports there, Peter Matthews through the 22. Has a turnover from Dean Mumberg. How about that play? And a big turnover as well, because it's Tom Barrett down the right-hand touchline. He kicks ahead. It could be too deep. Surely it'll be far too deep. It'll beat everyone there by a country mile. 10 and goal, Tom Barrett. Right idea, wrong execution, but boy, that was almost something to leave the hair on the back of your neck standing.
Crouch.
Big turnover and a big play as well on the counter-attack. 73 minutes, 6 over. Bernard Ankahan has the feed right on halfway. They opt clearly for the scrum, but it is the Toa who hit back with a big shove. This could be massive. The turnover here will be catastrophic for the Flakers. Aligino, oh, he skips out a couple and goes to Jeffrey. Straight out to Max Hansen. He puts the wheels down. Walpole and Hansen. And it is the Flakers fullback, Josh Walpole, who wins that race. Samisi looking at Tamai, gives to Jeffrey. Front offloading here as Ross Cameron rumbles. Another few metres in. Just ready there again for Aligino. Oh, monster of it there on Max Hansen. They are just 15 out. Here's Lambrex, goes back to Ali Gino. Look out, he's electric. Ross Cameron waits, feeds it down the middle, and it'll surely be trying to Tipu. No, he's taken down and turned over from Roy Filkins. He's been magnificent, and now here comes Moscow. Moscow out of the 22. Do not go anywhere, do not leave your seats. This one's amazing. Loeb goes back brilliantly, turn inside to Hyundai, and now it's Ravapila. Try and keep up this play if you can. Chris Smith for the rumble now. 83 minutes. Did anyone hear the buzzer? I didn't. Time is up. This is the final play, and it is now the toe of the ball. And it is Dean Lundberg. They go short, fire out. Big ball out, one Tom Barrett. He's got to get around this man, but he can't. It's Prince Miles Williamson who defends very stoutly. Cameron picking, go! Offload Briley! His chance to make the link at the 5-metre line. He's just about there. Can't quite make it. 88th minute now. Cameron goes short. It's a big hit from Ryan Webb. Another pick and go surely. Fires. Another course inside. Short play to Tipu! Oh, it's over. Fitu Tipu scores. And the Pacific Tower have just booked their place in the grand final of the GRC. What a final stanza of this game. Neither team wanting extra time. They were going to play it out to the bitter end. Samisi Lincoln-Atsmai back inside to Thayard. He slipped it back on the left. And a charging run from one of the most impressive props this season, Fitu Tipu. He has loved his debut season in the GRC. Let's give a lot of credit to Samisi Lincoln-Atsmai. He ended up 4 or 5 hit-ups. That last one from Ryan Webb was immense as well. That'll be it. The conversion does not matter. Time is so far over that we can just about play another match. 94th minute. Here's Thayard, and here's another 2. Wow. What a matchup this has been. Semi-final number 2. We'll see the well-rested and ready to go Pacific Tower make their way into the grand final in their debut season. What a season it has been. Undefeated for so long before they met a couple of very tough opposition. Teams like the Jaguares, the Flakers, and the other subscriber sides push the tower to the limit, become the real grind. They have stood up right at the end. 3 tries to 2. Neither side kicked a penalty or a drop goal or anything. 1 to, of course, Fitu Tipu, and 2 to Tom Barrett for the tower. Fire out 3 out of 3 from the team. On the other side of things, Valentine and Moscow picking up the tries, Pierre and Luca. And it was, of course, 2 conversions to Tino Mahande. Well, the game didn't change, but did it from half-time. We see the tower, they had a commanding lead on possession. They gave a little bit away, but ultimately they kept that on their side. It was a high tackle count game, and both sides had plenty of chances from the line breaks. 8-6 overall. It was exciting. And what else do we expect from these 2 very, very exciting sides who are always going to throw the kitchen sink at a game like these quarterfinals are? That is what we've got in store though. That is semi-final number 2 done and dusted. You can see the results here on screen now. Celtic Dragons 14-10 over the Jaguares in the Pacific Tower. 21-14 over the Flakers. That sets it up for a neutral venue. Don't worry about the Dragons being on the left side of this fixture. It will not be a home game for the Dragons. It's off to Hong Kong we go. Dragons, Tower. 2 of the newest teams, well no, the 2 newest teams. The Tower in their first season, the Dragons only in their second. We are going to have a new champion for season 4 of the GRC. Will it be the Dragons? Will it be the Tower? Make sure to stay tuned to find that out. I cannot wait for that fixture. As always, we'll be a team naming 24 hours beforehand, and then it is go time. This weekend, it is all happening, so make sure you are ready 8 p.m. New Zealand time for the grand final of the GRC. Also, for those of you who stick around right to the bitter end of these videos, it is almost team of the season time, so make sure you get your thinking caps on who you think deserves to be in the team of the season this season of the GRC. So let me know in the comment section below as always, and we'll get that coming up after the grand final. But we've got one thing to look forward to, and that is the big dance. And you can see it right there. Final. Dragons Tower, Hong Kong Stadium is where it'll be. What's this? Second versus fourth in the general standings. And now they've made it to the grand final. No Flakers, no Guardians, no All Flakes. Just the two new boys. And they are going to grab their first ever GRC crown. Make sure you do not miss it. Players, fans, what do you think about these results? And what do you think for the grand final? Let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you all for a premiere of the grand final tomorrow. Until then, thanks for watching. And as always, take care.